Hello, I am in my car. I hope my radio's down low enough because no one can hear it. Um, well, so I posted Saturday, take that back, Monday, Sunday, I don't know, whenever it was, about how you can really figure out how what your family think about you. I've pretty much been depressed since I had posted that, and I started to feel better yesterday. Um, Pretty much one of my ways of dealing with my depression is sleeping. And my love, Matthew, disagrees with that. And because he was flustered with everything that's been going on, our financial situation, and how my family pretty much made me very upset, or I should say, two members of my family had made me very upset about me putting a GoFundMe out there. This I don't know how good this is going to be. I am in my car on my way to pick my girls up. I just had a annual safety training meeting staff thingamajiggy with work. So yeah, with his frustration of everything, he ended up going off on both myself and our roommate because the house is a disaster. Well, when you are depressed and don't want to do anything, which includes getting up and cleaning the house, sometimes you do get up and do things that you need to do because you need to get them done and you get done. Um, he knew how bad I felt Monday. So yesterday was Tuesday, today's Wednesday. Monday night when I went to bed, I pretty much ended up going off on him, telling him pretty much our financial situation we've had since we've been together. By the time we are financially stable to go through with IVF, my eggs will no longer be liable, or I can't think of the term they use for it, but I would be pretty much too old to have a healthy child, with no type of mental issue or anything. And Matthew being positive and trying to get my mind off of how my two family members made me feel. I pretty much woke up, took my kids to school yesterday morning with really, really swollen eyes. I went home, went back to bed, because that's what I do when I am depressed. I sleep. There's nothing better for me to do but sleep, because when I'm sleeping, I'm not thinking about things that are making me depressed, things that are bothering me. I'm sleeping. I'm having wonderful, wishful dreams that in time I wish can and will happen. Well, I don't know, will happen. But pretty much my two family members that, I guess you want to say, attacked me because of me wanting to have a child with Matthew, and not being able to financially afford IVF because no medical in at all pays for any type of infertility. If you need medications to pay for to be stimulated for egg productions, insurance won't pay for it. I mean, you'd be lucky if insurance pays for anything that has to do with IVF. But, so, because I went to bed when I got home from picking my kids up, did not do any house chores, pretty much. And I was able to feed the kids, no problem. They had dishes to eat off of. They had somewhere to eat with. They had food. They got fed last night. Instead of Matthew putting his foot down, which he's having problems doing, a lot of things, and saying no to friends, children, he ended up taking or going with a friend to look at a vehicle. Matthew did not get home until almost 10 o'clock last night, and then expected me to get up at 10 o'clock at night and be a pretty much tweaker and clean house. I told him, no, I'm not going to do that. Well, we ended up getting in an argument, and he pretty much called me pathetic, and I was just starting to feel better and not pathetic, selfish, stupid, irresponsible, as my two family members had indicated. With Matthew knowing my situation, and because I didn't do or was not wanting to do what he wanted me to do at that moment, he pretty much called me pathetic and lazy. So we ended up getting a big argument because, he's not home when I get up with the kids. I get my two kids up. I get his daughter up. I get her, make sure she's dressed and looks appropriate when she walks out the door for school. I make sure I'm home by 3 o'clock so that when her bus gets to the house at 3:30, there is an adult there for her. And he sees that I don't do anything. Pretty much he had got me so upset for the first, or I should say second time ever, that he pretty much sent me in a anxiety attack, or a panic attack. And so yeah, I'm pretty much not doing too good today. My staff meeting I had today kind of helped perk me up a little bit. As you can tell, I took my piercing out because it was very difficult to blow my nose with it in. And yeah, so for those of you who have depression with bad thoughts, is what I like to call it, it had hit me really bad last night. But thank goodness to my two dogs, thank goodness for my two dogs and my children, I didn't act on it because of my two children, which the two family members who pretty much attacked me about having another child don't deal with suicidal thoughts. And one, I can go on her Facebook right now and find probably a handful of photos of her and her kids. You go to my Facebook page and all you see are photos and videos of my children, my dogs, and you rarely see me in any of my photos. Because of my children and my 2 dogs, I don't act on my suicidal thoughts. But people who don't deal with it on an everyday basis don't get it. They don't understand it. They think it's an attention getter. Because I know about the whole attention getter, because that is what my ex-husband thought my anxiety issues were. Me trying to seek out attention, until he had his own anxiety and panic attack and realized it is a real thing and it's not fake. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that it hurts really bad when the man, pretty much the love of your life, pretty much calls you pathetic because you didn't want or have the energy at the time to do what he asked you to do. Depression is a real thing. Suicide is a real thing. Bad thoughts are a real thing. Sometimes it doesn't involve just harming yourself. Sometimes it involves harming someone you love and then harm yourself. But yeah, I am at my kids' school now, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up from after school care, and hopefully somebody was at home for Alice. She was when I left, but who knows. Alrighty, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.